What's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Coach Grossman Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, of course. And we got another great classic on our hands, it seems like, as we take on the number 4 team in America, the Kentucky Wildcats. They are turning into more than just a basketball school, and Lee Corso, man, he's got the audacity to go with them instead of us. I guess we got to go out there and prove some people wrong, but Kentucky is an interesting team, man. They got an A+ offense, but only a B- defense. So I think that's something we can definitely take advantage of, whereas we are A+ across the board. So gonna be a really great episode. I'm certainly excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. And with that, I hope you are ready to go. Smash that like button, hit subscribe if you happen to be brand new. I will see you on the fields of Kentucky for another SEC matchup. Let's go get after it. See you on the field. Alright, man, so let's go ahead and jump right into this matchup against a very talented Kentucky squad. And right off rip, man, they are taking it right to us as I get a quick play action off to Jacob Walker that nearly manages to get them the first down. They didn't quite get there, but it was really close. So now a 3rd and inches as they almost got us with the offsides, but it doesn't even matter as we cannot prevent Steve Verwerda from getting to that first down marker. So a 1st and 10 for the Kentucky Wildcats here at Kentucky Stadium. As we'll go over to the left hand side, we see Jacob Walker get open once again, and this time it goes for a much bigger catch, a gain of 23. That catch will get them into our side of the field. I'm still looking for that defense to clamp up a little bit, and oh, we had a chance to really put the hammer down, but we miss. We actually miss, and that's going to cause another first down. So now Kentucky gets themselves into the red zone here after that 10-yard catch by Will Leslie, as we need to stack the box a little bit. I'm going to sell on the run, but it actually turns out into a pass, and Vic McKeon ends up coming down with it, only a couple of yards, but it does end up moving the chains as we get him to a 3rd and long. Hopefully we can finally get him off the field, and it gets Leslie able to fight through a defender, gets yet another first down. You cannot be serious right now. And they're going to finish the drive off. What a statement by the Kentucky Wildcats, as Steve Verwerda is going to cap off the drive, and Kentucky going to take that 7-0 lead. So, all right, man, we got a little bit of our work cut out for us here as we will start on our bout. Looks like the 15-yard line, and we're going to be brought back as Maurice Royal got stuck. Like, we had the intention was there, just not the execution of it, right? So 3rd and 14, got a lot of work that needs to be done, as Royal does get a clean pocket. He's going to find Sean Albert right by the first down marker, and he's actually going to get it. So very good stuff there. As we now go 2nd and 8, Royal looking to the right-hand side, getting out to the tight end, who gets lit up like a Christmas tree. And now it's going to be 3rd and 2. Going with the 5-wide set, loving the matchups across the board. Looking towards the right, we wanted Brad Means, but he overthrows the targets. And that does end up meaning that we had to go ahead and punt this football away. Is now Kentucky going to take back over, and Steve Verwerda is simply continuing to be an absolute problem right now. Like, he has been really difficult for us to try to contain. Whatever we've been doing, it has not been working early, as that is another run for Steve Verwerda that ends up going for a first down. If it wasn't for that triple, he might have gone for 6. But now they got the play action, and he's got some time too. He's looking downfield and throws it over Nick Gunn. But the ball ends up being dropped. That would have been a huge play for Kentucky. except it wasn't meant to be. You love to see it though, and we get another incompletion. Okay, got him to a 3rd and 10. We'll see if this is the moment where we can get him off the field, as it's a free wide set tight end to the left. Jones gets it out to Walker over on the right-hand side, and that is going to end up being not a first down. So Kentucky did end up punting the ball back over to us, and it's now a 1st and 10 again. Royal looking to the right, tries to get it out to Aaron Atkins, but that's going to be incomplete. Just couldn't get it on target there. But we will try to pass again on 2nd and 10, and this time we throw a ball on target for Jeremy Tate. That will be a first down without any question. We'll see if that gets Maurice Royal in a little bit of a rhythm, as Sean Albert, he's going to make a catch basically in the backfield. He kind of had to come back and get that ball back. But now we're in Kentucky territory for the first time today, and we're looking to go ahead and make sure we end this drive with some points on the board. Is now 2nd and 5. Got Maurice Royal under center. Looking to the right. Get out to Sean Albert. He makes a man miss it now. Going into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. As Sean Albert makes his man miss off of the curl pattern. And the rest is history, man. Just kind of made that move, and he was barbecue chicken after that. And that will indeed tie things up against number 4 team in America. Definitely would not be shocked if I saw the Kentucky Wildcats at least in the mix for a national championship spot at the end of this season. They're giving us a good fight so far. Definitely not going to lie about that. But let's see if we can force this 3 and out. We do end up getting them to a 3rd and long, but they're 2 for 3 on 3rd down conversions so far. We'll see if we can get the 2nd 3rd down miss of the day. Looking over to the left, and it's going to be intercepted instead. Matt Ratliff getting himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. One of the best players in all of college football, making his presence felt, able to track down the ball, and Matt Ratliff doing the rest. Pick 6 as our defense comes through. 2nd time in 2 games, by the way, where we got a defensive touchdown. That gives us the first lead of the day. We're up 14-7. Now we almost had another one. Matt Ratliff had his hands on that ball too. That could have been a 2nd interception. But instead, it's 2nd and 10. And they choose to run with it. Verlorda down the left-hand side. Going to be brought down from behind. But it will be good for a first down nonetheless. As it has another 1st and 10. We'll see if Kentucky runs it again. They do it. Verlorda has some space to work with, and that's nearly a first down as well. That is, I believe, Sean Hall that comes down with his suspension. And now we jump into a 2nd and 1. As he gets comfortable under center. Jones, it's a play action to have some time to work with, and Verlorda is just absolutely crushed in the backfield, giving us a little bit more breathing room, as that does end up finishing the first quarter of play. We got a good one in store, but we do have a 1 touchdown lead. So let's go ahead and jump into the 2nd quarter of action, as Kentucky is facing a 3rd and 5. We'll see if Jones can go ahead and pick it up. He's got some time. He's going to launch this thing downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Our defense coming through once again. 2nd interception of the day on Kevin Jones, as we have been giving Kevin Jones an extremely rough time so far in this one, but yet we could not do anything with it. We end up going 3 and out on that following possession, so really a chance for us to go ahead and open things up a little bit, but it didn't turn out that way. So now, 2nd and short coming up. Kentucky with the ball once again, as Kevin Jones will dump it off to his fullback. That's Brandon Brown. now come through and pick up the first down. As we will see Kentucky once again with the ball on our side of the field. Trying to throw it quickly over the middle, but not sure who he was going to as it falls harmlessly to the ground. And it will now be 2nd and 10. Jones dropping back. He's going to look deep this time. And that's going to be incomplete as well. This time put in too much heat. Kevin Jones struggling, barely completing more than half of his passes. And they need a big time throw here on 3rd and 10. You know this pass rush can get to him. Jones drops back, gonna throw over the middle, finds Walker, but Walker cannot reach the first down marker. And you know what they decide to do on 4th and inches? They actually decided to punt this football away. So, yeah, not a good look for Kentucky, playing a little bit too conservative. They do pin us deep, however, so we do have a lot of work that needs to be done before we can even start thinking about getting ourselves into scoring range as we try to throw over the left-hand side. But that's going to be incomplete, though. So now, 3rd and long coming up. We need a first down of our own. We'll see if Maurice Royal can deliver a big-time throw. Cotton over the middle. We find the right receiver, but Terry Cotton just had too much to go. And we had to punt this football right back once again. And still a tight ball game here. 14-7 lead. Neither team really taking too much of an edge. We've got the turnovers, but for the most part, we haven't really taken advantage in the same fashion I would usually want to at this point, right? So, got a 3rd and short, trying to keep them out of this first down marker, expecting a run to the left. But it ends up being a throw instead, and Jones jumping it off to the tight end. It's Andy Keys who makes the catch. It doesn't even go that far, just a couple of yards, just doing enough to move those sticks. As they will go back to Ferreira, who's been having himself a day so far. Able to pick up a few yards there. Going to make it 3rd and short. As now, 3rd and 1. Got 1 3rd down conversion to go their way. Can they get a second? It's Walker. Move to the right. Going to look down over the middle, but can't quite catch up to it. Putting way too much heat on that fastball. And they punt the ball away again. So a pretty defensive battle here, in my opinion. Only 14-7. We're used to having a little bit more points being scored up in this point of the season. But hey, we're still winning. You know, we gotta find ways to win multiple times. And so far, our defense has stepped up to the challenge as we try to set up the screen. But we threw off target. Maurice Royal also struggling a little bit. He hasn't completed half of his passes. Maybe it's time for us to lean in on Jeremy Givens, who gets the handoff over the left-hand side, getting the toss out and getting the blocks that he needs in order to pick up that first down. So now, 2nd and 8, going with another carry, but this time it's Maurice Royal who is going to keep the football on a read option. And even though he's not that fast of a player, he is still an incredibly tough kid. And it will at least set up a 3rd and short. 4 wide set, free to the right. Royal looking good, trying to get it out to Sean Albert in double coverage, but it doesn't matter. He's still going to come down with it anyways. And it keeps the drive moving. Royal looking left. He's going to find his tight end, Jeremy Tate. And Jeremy Tate going to get a lot closer, man. But another 3rd down coming up. Going to try and run for it once again. Already got 2 3rd down conversions. How about we make it 3 3rd down conversions? As Jeremy Givens will get what he needs. Moves to sticks. And we're actually going to go and move into a no huddle. Getting the blocks over the left-hand side. Does not get out of bounds, but it is going to be 1st and goal nonetheless. As we trying to run for it on 1st and goal, but Andrew Smith just runs into a wall. And we got to go ahead and call our first time out here. 2nd and goal. Royal under the pistol. Looking over the middle, and we find Sean Albert into the end zone Touchdown, Oklahoma! As Maurice Royal caps off a methodical drive by throwing an absolute surgical strike over to Sean Albert. And the beautiful part is we end up getting a free and out on the next possession. So here we are with a chance to add even more points onto the board. Got to play this smart here. Only got one timeout. Royal looking, gonna try to throw it over the middle again, but that's nearly intercepted. We are so fortunate we still have the ball in our hands right now. And it's gonna be 2nd and 10 because of it. Royal looks left, gets it to Trey Cotton. He makes a move to the outside and gets hit out of bounds, but crossing the 30-yard line in the process. Saving the timeout. Got a couple of chances at the end zone. Looking and finds Sean Albert inside the 5-yard line. Although we cannot do anything else with it, we had to settle for a field goal, but still, hey, we came out with points. You love to see how we ended that half. So let's go ahead and jump into this second half now as we go ahead. 17-point lead as Royal looking over the middle to start the second half. He is going to connect with his tight end, Terry Cotton, who picks up yet another first down. He's been a nice safety valve for Maurice Royal. But we got to get Jeremy Givens going a little bit more here. He's been having a little bit of a tough time getting going, although he has gotten his yards per carry up to around 6 yards a carry. It just seems like it's been a while since we've actually gotten much of anything going with our ground game, it seems like. But, I mean, we do have one of the most elite passing offenses in college football. It's showing there. As he'll run again on a 2nd and 12 as Royal actually makes a really nice cut. He gets caught from behind, which honestly really no surprise there. Maurice Royal is honestly slower than Tom Brady, but hey, able to get a nice little run there. It's going to make this 3rd down a lot easier. They send the blitz, and I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know why they bother to try to play man-to-man against our receivers. It's not working. I don't know why they try it, because it's not working out whatsoever. Although Brian Pryor almost made us pay for it. Nearly got intercepted there. But instead, it's going to be 2nd and 10 as Jeremy Givens takes the run up the gut and picks up a gain of 5. So again, another 3rd down on the horizon. We've been doing pretty well on 3rd downs today. We'll see if we can get this 3rd down conversion as well as they send the blitz. This time finding Jeremy Tate, and Jeremy Tate makes the quick catch. He was supposed to make his cut there, but we already had him open, and we can't turn up an opportunity to get a 1st down, especially like that. So that keeps the drive going, man. Another 1st down as we encroach onto the goal line. But a 3rd and 4 coming up. 6 for 9 on 3rd down conversions. Gonna see if Jeremy Givens can go ahead and get us into the end zone. We got the blocking that we need, except it does not hold up, and Jeremy Givens ends up getting brought down before the 1st down marker. And again, we had to settle for a field goal, but at the very least, we do end up getting that 2-point conversion to go our way. As Jeremy Givens picks up another gain of 8. It's now 2nd and 2 coming up. Royal looking over the middle. And what a grab! Jeremy Tate with a one-handed catch. Okay, buddy. I see you, my guy. Oh, that is such a absolutely nice catch there. As Jeremy Givens picks up yet another gain of 5. That is going to put Jeremy Givens on the verge of 100 yards. Now also get us close to the red zone as we throw a dot to Sean Albert. Oh my goodness, was that some really tight coverage or what? Oh my goodness. So instead, another 1st and goal here, a chance to get into the end zone, and oh, our fullback had a chance at immortality getting into the end zone, but instead gonna be a goal line situation, trying to punch it in with our running back, Andrew Smith, who comes in the game after an injury to Jeremy Givens, and Givens finds the end zone Touchdown, Oklahoma. And are we looking fantastic against the number 4 team in college football? Or what, man? You're looking really good thus far. As we go into it here, 34-7 lead. Kentucky is really quiet down here on the field, man. You could hear literally a mouse fart here down in Lexington, Kentucky. Finding out the hard way that number 1 ranking that we got in front of us right now, hey, we're for real, man. Don't play with our names like that as they try to run a halfback draw. But he gets to the outside, though. This could be some trouble for Ruda. One man to beat, and Nick Alexander able to track him down. But that will get this Kentucky crowd back into this game a little bit as Jones will drop back. He's going to look over the left-hand side. It's dropped initially, but Vic McKeon maintains his concentration, and it's going to be another touchdown for the Kentucky Wildcats. They needed that. But I am not worrying too much, though, as we still have a 20-point lead that we get to enjoy. We just got to make sure we take care of business. And how about this? Sean Albert finding a little bit of space, breaking a tackle, too, and doesn't quite reach midfield, but that's going to be some really good field position, especially since on the last 4 possessions that we did end up having, we did end up scoring points. So let's see if we can go ahead and make this 5 possessions in a row. Handoff to Jeremy Givens. He's back in the game. He's going to pick up a gain of 7. And that will actually get him over that 100-yard threshold. And Jeremy Givens is feeling it, man. So we go to him again. Finding that hole. Oh, my goodness. Oh, if he didn't get tripped up, he had a really big gain ahead of him, though. And it's going to make it 1st and 10. Royal dropping back. He's looking over the left-hand side. Finds Jeremy Tate. And Jeremy Tate does get stood up for a gain of 5. As that will actually wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But we're looking really good in a potential national championship preview. We lead the Kentucky Wildcats by 20 points with 1 quarter left to play. So with that final quarter, man, let's go ahead and take care of business as we will try to run it here on 3rd and short as Royal. He's actually going to make a nice little cut there. And that's the thing with Maurice Royal, man. He's not fast by any stretch of the imagination, but he can make that cut or two if you absolutely need him to. And that's really important, man. That's really important for this offense. Can't run everything in my playbook because of the lack of mobility at the quarterback position, but he can be enough of a running threat that at least they kind of have to account for him, right? So that being said, we are going to be on a goal line situation here, looking for another touchdown, and we're not going to get it, at least not initially. Maurice Royal gets smacked down, just did not have the blocking in front of him as Brandon Walker makes his 10th tackle of the day as we're trying to run for that touchdown. Gonna hand it on to Jeremy Givens. Does he get in there? No, he doesn't. And we have to indeed settle for another field goal. That's been an issue for us today. Not turning those goal line situations into touchdowns. We're not turning the ball over, but you already know what it is, man. I would prefer a touchdown over a field goal 10 times out of 10, right? So still got a nice lead, got a 23-point lead, but Kentucky really trying to rally back here. Got a big throw down the sideline, and Jacob Walker can't haul it in. It ends up being broken up at the very last second. But a close call indeed as Kentucky looks to attack downfield. 3rd and 2. Jones dropping back. He's got a little bit of time. Finds Andy Keys. But it's not even to the marker, though. He wasn't exactly sure where he was on the field. And with no choices left, Kentucky's going to go for it. 4th and short. Jones handed off to Verlada. Werda taking it down the field and ends up being brought down for a gain of 9. And it keeps the drive alive for the Wildcats. Can they follow it up, though? 1st and 10. Jones over the middle finds Greg Scales. And Greg Scales with another first down for the Wildcats. That's his first catch of the day as it gets him into Oklahoma territory once more, trying to will his team to a comeback. We'll see if Kentucky is capable of doing just that. Second and short. Jones looking over the right-hand side, finds Andy Keys, and it's another catch for the tight end, his fifth one of the day. Trying to get that quick score, and Jones might try to make it happen. It is incomplete. It will at least stop the clock, though, in a 2nd and 10 because of it. Jones again with some time, and how about that throw by Will Wesley? What a freaking dot. It's another first down for the Wildcats. And this time they're in the red zone for Warda with a chance to get into the end zone. Does not quite get it in there. But that clock is going to be running now down to less than 5 minutes left here in a 3rd and goal. Not that it matters. They're going to go for it anyways as Andy Keys comes down with the touchdown reception. And it's going to all of a sudden potentially be a 2-score game unless they want to make this a 15-point deficit. They are going to go for it here for the 2-point conversion. They're trying to run for the 2-pointer, and they get it. So Ray Ross gets the 2-point conversion, and things get really interesting now, okay? 15-point game. We do have the ball here with 3.5 to play. Let's pick up some first downs here. 3rd and 9. Got a man downfield. We find Nick Andrews. He does go out of bounds. I don't like that. But what that first down does for us is we can at least go for it here. At least try to run some time off the clock. We find Aaron Atkins. And Atkins taking it downfield. He's got a man. Does he get there? Yes, he does. Let's go, baby. Aaron Atkins. How about putting a dagger in the number 4 team in college football? And I think we certainly did just that, as Maurice Royal, he had the easy part. Just throw it on the numbers for Aaron Atkins, and the rest was history. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We end up taking a really big win against the number 4 team in college football. We beat the Kentucky Wildcats by a score of 44-22. So we ended up doubling them up. Got touchdowns from not only our offense, but from our defensive side of the ball as well. And honestly, I loved how the team played today. It was a really great performance. Offense, we bogged them down, made them one-dimensional. And then our offense did what it normally does. Put a lot of points up on that board. So we prove once again that we deserve that number 1 ranking right next to our name as we take care of business against Kentucky Wildcats. Proves you right for picking against us, Corso. Yeah, I'm looking at you. But anyways, we just did a great job moving the football. 178 yards on the ground, 342 for the air. Kentucky had 187 yards passing, 122 yards on the ground, and they tried to make a little bit of a comeback in the 4th quarter, but you know, there just wasn't enough time, and that touchdown that we had towards the end of the game kind of solidified things. Plus, we won that turnover battle, which certainly helps as well. Checking the stats for our guys, and Maurice Royal had himself the best game of the year yet. 25 for 35, 342 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He was a bad man in the pocket. But Jeremy Givens also did some great things on the ground. He ended up with 27 carries, 136 yards. Although he did not end up finding the end zone in this one, Andrew Smith actually found his way into the end zone though. He ended up with 4 carries for 18 yards. He's an effective running back in that secondary role. For the receivers, it was all about Sean Albert today. I mean, who's going to cover this guy? 8 catches, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeremy Tate ended up with some great grabs as well, 5 for 55 on top of it. And then, of course, Aaron Atkins, one of our star players on this team, 96 overall. This team is insane. Ended up with 4 catches for 61 yards. And most importantly, a touchdown grab to go with it. The last touchdown grab, I believe, to end the game. Now, defensively, Nick Alexander was busy today. He ended up with 8 tackles and a TFL. Sean Hall wasn't too far behind. He ended up with 5 tackles in this one. So, secondary was definitely busy today. Marcus Johnson got a sack, and so did Eric Smith in this one. Plus, Eric Smith managed to get that interception too. One of 2 turnovers that we had. The other one going to Matt Ratliff, who also had a few tackles. The best player on our team from an overall standpoint came through. When he got his hands on the football, he took it to the crib. Ended up with a pick 6 in this one, and that really helped our team get going when our offense kind of had a little bit of a tough time really getting some points on the board offensively. But we can't get too comfortable because the SEC grind, y'all already know, is still something to worry about. Next time out, we will at least start things off with Auburn, who is 1-2 on the season, but they're a talented football team, so we cannot take them for granted simply because they do not have a ranking next to their name, on that team column. So should be a great episode. I'm really excited to see how we get through these next few games. Definitely really all year is a gauntlet. I mean, we don't really get much of a break except maybe the Kansas game. Other than that, we don't really have any cupcakes. So definitely adds to the challenge, and I really love it. And if you're loving it as well, man, make sure you go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe as well if you have to be brand new. This is John J Gaming on the mic, signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.